are in you and me. The hero is struggling to say.
Hello, my name is Maurice Preston, and I'd like to share with you a Burbank OSTS production of Safety. A presentation put together by volunteering employees whose efforts have successfully portrayed simulations of could-be or would-be on or off-the-job accidents. In viewing this film, I hope you enjoy and learn from it. So I want you to sit back, relax, and let's operate. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Good morning and welcome to our office. My name is Dave Saldana and you'll be spending a lot of time with me.
Sounds like something I'd love to do.
As I was saying, I plan on inviting you in on a discussion, a safety discussion with a group of my colleagues, where we'll enter into another dimension, dimension of sight, dimension of sound, dimension of mind. Beware, signpost up ahead, you'll now enter safety zone. If I were to ask you, what is the biggest man killer, I wonder how many of you can give me the right answer. Among people of all ages, accidents are a leading cause of death, outnumbered only by, number one, heart disease, number two, cancer, and number three, vascular lesions. What can we do? Since accidents are our number one public enemy, we're asking for your help to eliminate all on and off-job accidents. Each one of us must take up mental arms against a common foe and eliminate him from our midst. If that of you is a chance taker
You do not belong in my department. I am a supervisor who prides himself on a good production record. My description of a chance taker is a person who takes risk or chance.
Everybody knows you're a nerd. But me, I'm discreet. I chance things real neat, okay? And that's real sweet.
I wonder if they think it's me. Nah. Everyone's looking at this geek. It's so evident. Although, I'll never forget about that time when... I only had 30 minutes. I know that I'm a late short. I'm not to leave the building for lunch. What a messed up rule. I wouldn't chance that again. I already had parked in the lot the wrong way. And upon pulling off, almost collided with this white car coming head on. And on my return, I still didn't get enough time to eat what I had ordered. I left it in the car and rushed back in so I wouldn't be late.
An accident will probably happen next time. Oh, I've just been lucky so far.
So let's all be on the lookout for the chance taker and the daydreamer, Mr. Pete Martinez. For both can cause accidents, right? At this point, we'll take a health break so you can stretch, get a soda, use the restroom, whatever. So be back here in 15 minutes. Speaking of back, that workout at the gym yesterday.
Hey, look at that new Ronda costume show. She always got some weirdo on there. Maybe we can get some pointers to take back to our session with that, huh?
And now, the Rhonda Carlson Show. Brought to you by Safety Pins.
Good morning. Good morning. Today I'd like to introduce to you my guests. To my left, Dizzy Lizzie and Postureless Patty. How is it with all of our medical technology today that people are still having medical problems? How is it possible to get along in the day without proper sleep or eating correctly? Lizzie?
Well, I'm not worried about it. I work 2 jobs and I still have to keep up my social life. Now, something like eating, there's a problem. I'm running here and there, I don't have a time to eat, I just forget. And talk about sleeping, my phone never stops ringing. I just wish I can just stop sometime and just take a break.
Aren't you afraid of getting sick? I mean, without proper sleep and a well-balanced diet, you could get very ill. Then you could lose both of your jobs, and well, I don't know anyone who likes to keep with someone who's sick.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I'll never get sick, and my friends will never leave me.
My next guest has the worst posture I've ever seen. Postureless Patty. Well, Patty, how are you doing today?
My back hurts. I constantly have headaches. My legs are getting funny lumps in there, and I was just in a car accident. My doctor said it shouldn't have been so bad if I'd been sitting up in my seat, but I was slouched over, and when the car knocked me from behind, it jerked my head forward, and I tore some of the muscles in my neck. Other than that, I feel fine.
My next guest works right here in our own hometown, Burbank.
Finger Nub Ned.
Exactly how did you get the nickname Finger Nub Ned?
Last week, when I was getting ready to go home, I put my hands on the lap tray to slide it back into position, and of course, not paying attention to what I was doing, I slid my fingers in with the lap tray. Now, you might think that's funny, but your fingers are very sensitive.
What about hygiene? I hear you're an expert on it.
Most people don't think about it twice, but not me, not after what happened to me one day. I walked into my position, I plugged in, and I started processing a call, not paying attention on my keyboard, and finding out the surprise the previous operator had left for me. You see, Wanda, it was so gross. The operator before me had left the position after sneezing all over it and not cleaning it up. Then I walked into the position and I plugged in.
That's sick.
And you know what makes me really mad is when people put their pencils in the holders incorrectly. You know how many times I've punctured my fingers trying to reach for one? I mean, if everybody took a little time to do things right, these things could be avoided.
And finally, my last guest was given a nickname Physical Phil by his fellow co-workers because he's got no respect for himself or the people he works with.
Yeah, well, you see, I got this warehouse job, and the quicker I get things done, the quicker I get to leave. So I don't even think twice about it, man. I just have to get the boxes onto the truck. My boss doesn't care how.
How is it possible for you to do the work that it takes 2 men in such a short time?
I just grab them and throw them on the truck.
How do you throw them on the truck?
Grab the box and haul it over my shoulder.
Aren't you afraid of hurting your back?
I'm a big boy. Only wimps have back.
Okay, you said something about the guy on the truck?
It's like a joke to us guys in the warehouse to see how many times we can hit the driver when it comes to loading up the truck. No harm done. Just fun and games.
I wonder how he would feel if it happened to him. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show, safety musical video. And I even get to introduce this title track on my back.
Did I say my favorite part of the show?
This portion of the Rhonda Carlson Show has been brought to you by Safety Pins. We've got a way of getting the point across. And by...
Ladies, being late to return to a safety meeting may not be hazardous to your health, but you are slipping. Since some of you like to watch TV, I have a video that I'd like you to see.
When I drive, I'm always sure to wear my seatbelt. I leave with plenty of time to spare to avoid rushing. I drive to responsibility to myself and my family. And because I understand that safety is a full-time job. Being safety-minded isn't just doing what you're supposed to do, but it's watching out for others who are not.
Oh, excuse me.
As you can see, you can never tell when an accident is going to happen. However, you can reduce your chances of being in one. This door, for instance. This window is here, so you can look and see who's on the other side before exiting. You might think an office environment is perfectly safe to work in. If you do, that's your first mistake. Accidents can happen anywhere and anytime. And more often than not, they happen when you least expect them. For the next several minutes, I'd like to review safety as it pertains to us and operator services.
There are many things you can do to make your work environment more safe. Operators should not leave things lying in a walkway for the safety of themselves and others. It's a good practice to sit with both feet squarely on the floor and with your back erect. Sitting on your leg or with your body contorted in any way could cut off the blood supply. This operator could fall when she tries to stand. There is a right way and a wrong way to relieve an operator. This is the wrong way. Here is the right way. When leaving in position, your plug should always be in your hand. This could have been a painful experience. You should never use your pencil to key. Pencil should be palmed or down to avoid injuries. This operator is sitting with her cord resting safely across her lap.
You don't have to be at your position to have an accident. You could be here, in the hallway. Or here, in the cafeteria. Lounge. The bathroom. You could be anywhere. Here are some examples of things we should be careful of.
This operator is wearing comfortable shoes. Spending 8 hours in shoes that are untied or uncomfortable could prove to be hazardous.
Slinging the headset around is dangerous. Lockers left unattended should always be closed.
When a hazard is found that cannot be immediately rectified, a hazardous condition report should be made out. Ask the supervisor for the form.
It's impossible to cover all the different roles on safety. Best we can hope to do is to make you more aware.
I guess that's the end. This ends our meeting. I hope you've gotten essential pointers that will help you be safe every day. And furthermore, wait!
Sorry, Dave, but you just stepped out of the safety zone. It's over. We've done it.